$15 cards. So we get 100 viewers, someone's gonna win $5. We get 200, someone win 15. Anything past 250, 350, we'll win $15, guys. So let's get this party started, okay? With that being said, we're just waiting on one team to actually communicate with us, and then we're gonna go from there. Actually, I'm about to.
So who's on this? So who's actually on this Earth Collide Moon lineup? I know it's Extortion, Schmidt, and I think Wes. I think Wes plays. I think those are the core three. But who's their fourth? Is it Bisex?
Okay, so
I don't even know. I assume that's what the team is, but
okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
So just to update you, we have Visions, Violates, Fnatic, who is actually one of the leaders of the team. Actually, I think it's Violates is the actual leader. Then we got Visex, and everyone knows who Visex is. Visex actually won a couple 1v1s. He actually tied, I believe, for the Black Tusk Studio, or I think got third place. Yo. So, hey, buddy, you have to invite me and Snacka.
I thought you meant Extortion is a
guy. Nah. Just huh?
Fusion.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm about to
Say what? Yo. Invite me and invite me and Snap. I hate when my Xbox starts lagging.
So are they about to invite us right now? Take that as a yes.
Say what? I hope he invited me. I saw him waiting on to invite. Still hasn't invited me yet. Yeah, he did. He just invited me. I have to go.
When you're in there, dude. Alright guys, so we're just waiting for this matchup to get underway. We have Extortion, which consists of Bisex, Violates, Fnatic, and Visions versus DBS, the team you just saw win that last matchup very convincingly with a nice 2-0 map sweep. It is driven by Fear, which also consists of Noxious Hero, DBF Disaster, DBF Games, and I forgot who the last team name is. I forgot who the last player is. But if you guys don't know, if you guys are new and don't know much about DBF, DBF is actually a team that Noxious Hero started a couple of years ago before he joined SYN. They competed at High 2 and they placed top 6. So if you guys go back and watch like the High 2 intros, you'll see DBF right there. And the roster for Driven by Fear back then was Noxious Hero, Disaster, Slumps, and Drama. That was the Noxious Hero team before he joined SYN for a couple of years and started going on a little winning streak, and then they eventually broke down. So Noxious decided that it would be in his best interest to bring back his old team and try to work his way back to the top. After Winter Brawl 9, when SYN just got I'm sorry to say this, but just got completely decimated by Throwdown after they wanted to win so badly, Noxious Hero has never been hungrier to try to win a championship in his life. He's so convinced try to bring this team up. Like he knows that even though it may not be as good as his old SYN squad when they were at the top, he's willing to work with them. He's willing to work with this squad and bring them back to what they once were. And after that last matchup, you saw how hungry they were. They were just completely running through the competition. Air is their fourth. I didn't know that. So kind of an amateur mistake on my part. They just played and I didn't even know they're fourth. Like that's sad. But anyway, we're finally getting the match underway. Again, we have Extortion versus DBS. So for Extortion, I don't know much about these players. I know they're all very skilled individually, so I'm interested to see how they work as a unit. Visions, I've seen him around. I've seen him scrim a lot. Violate, same thing. I've seen him scrim a lot. I've seen him around. Fnatic, same thing. The only one I'm actually a little bit more familiar with is Visex, only because he's competed in multiple 1v1 tournaments. I think he placed top 8 in the Black Tusk 1v1 Mercy tournament, and he's competed in a couple of the Gauntlet tournaments hosted by Gearhead Central, and I think he made it to the semifinals in those. So Visex is a very skilled 1v1 player, as I've seen. So I'm interested to see how he matched up against this Driven by Fear squad. So we're just waiting for all the teams to get situated, and then we'll finally be able to get the first matchup, which will be Hotel Execution underway. So let's see. I actually want to hop on board the first player of the COG squad because I just want to see how they're going to set the tempo for how this matchup is going to go. Typically for Hotel, the strat is a 3-1, 3 inside, 1 outside, playing the front door. The one outside tries to win his 1v and tries to beat Incense. Tries to get Incense, and then the other 3 just try to hold off the competition forward and just wait for the other person to rotate inside, and then they try to take advantage from there. But now it looks like teams are still not situated yet, so like I said, I want to hop on board the first player for the COG squad just to see what they do, see what kind of strats that DBS is willing to throw out against their competition, and see what they can do to try to achieve this win. Now that all players are situated, the game has started, and we are getting the first map underway of Madderz Road to Redemption V2 tournament. Extortion versus V3. Extortion versus Driven by Fear. So Madderz, quick question. Who do you think is going to win?
In all honesty, it's going to be a good matchup.
I'm going to say Driven by
honestly,
Fear.
let me just explain. Fnatic and Visex, they have 2 of the greatest players on their team. These 2, hand in hand, can actually throw down. Fnatic did change his gamer tab. I said it was okay, but you got to deal with Noxious and 3 of the other gamers on there that's been to LAN event. So I can't really say. I think it's. I'm gonna give it. It's gonna be 3-3. It's gonna be 4-5. 4-3. It's probably gonna go to DBF, but we never know.
All right. Well, now I want to hop on board DBF Noxious Hero, who is front for his team. We're going to be seeing a 2-2 from the DBS squad and a 3-1 from the Extortion squad. Games with Digger in hand, so Noxious rotating back to his teammate to try to make sure to keep them alive. DBF Air is able to get out of there barely within an inch of his life with those incense. So now it looks like DBF is in control of the Digger, but Fnatic and friends also have Torquebow and 1 incense left. So it looks like we're seeing a little stalemated situation in the very first round. All 4 members of Extortion are inside, while all 4 members of DBF are out. So I'm just cycling through players right now. I think Games has Digger. Fnatic has Torquebow. I forgot which player grabbed incense. So I'm trying to see. I think it was Visions. I think Visions grabbed incense. So if you look at the power weapon control, it seems like the Extortion squad has full advantage because they have 2 power weapons while Driven by Fear only has 1. Right there you see Torquebow revving, and now Fnatic. I'm going to hop on board Fnatic, who wanted to make a push, but he is full red, is not able to get out of there, but luckily he has a teammate there for the revive, so he is going to be able to escape with his life. Again, you see all 4 members of Extortion just trapped inside. Fnatic trying to see if he can land a Torquebow is still getting crossed from front door. It just has to move out of there. And the crosses from Driven by Fear are just insane right now. Fnatic thought he was safe in that spot, but the cross from the front door forced him to just move out of the way. So I think out of here, it's going to be up to the player with incense to try to make the play. Right there you see Violet's trying to push out front door, but he knows he's going to get crossed if he tries doing that. And now you have 2 members of Extortion wanting to push out front door. You see crosses coming in from the opposite side spawn. Vision's trying to do everything he can, and Bisex is going to be able to kill himself and Nox Hero. Very nice trade right there. Now making it a 3v3. I'm going to hop on board DBS. Well, I'm going to hop on board Fnatic, who just won the 1v1 against DBS, so now it is 3v2 in favor of Extortion. Let's hop on board DBS Disaster, who is right there next to his teammate, DBS Air. So it looks like the COG team is all out of power weapons, so Extortion has full leverage on this matchup right now. Disaster rotating back to his spawn, and now Violets has yet another set of incense, so they're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Both players are getting the call. Both players should be getting the calls from their dead teammates to know exactly where this incense player is and the Torquil player, because that power weapon is still in play. Disaster and Air are trying to watch each other's back. So Lancers, Fnatic now Digger in hand, so this is not looking good for DBF. They have 3 power weapons to worry about instead of 2. They have nothing at their disposal. The cross is coming in from the inside. DBF Air trying to do everything he can to make sure that Visions and Violates don't push. Fnatic shooting Diggers out of Disaster. Disaster trying to do everything he can to stay alive. So I want to hop on board DBF Disaster, who seems to be in the midst of the action right now. Now Air's there to try to help his teammate, but Air is 4-pointed Disaster trying to save his teammate from getting down, but he is not going to be able to do that. And Air is able to get out of there, and Air actually goes down to Fnatic, leaving Disaster in a 1v3 for the first round this match. Right there you see Disaster just trying to see if he can try to catch any of these players with their pants down, try to catch them in a 1v1 situation, but I don't see that really happening. You see all 3 members of Extortion just kind of spread out, the flank coming in from the front door. That player had incense, so Disaster couldn't push that. He knows there's one flanking, but he's going to play that extremely wide. Disaster trying to do everything he can to try to get closer to this and take this 1v. Able to put a very nice shot into Fnatic, but will he be able to finish? No, he will not. The cross will come in, and Fnatic will be able to clean him up. That will be the first round for Extortion. Right there, Extortion playing that very well. They had complete power weapon control. They grabbed everything at their disposal to make sure that they won this round. So great plays by them. I actually want to hop on board Bisex, who is on top of his team, just to see how he jumps into the next round. So we're going to be seeing yet another 2-2 from the DBS squad and a 3-1 from the Extortion squad. So right here, Vision's already pushing in towards boom shot. Bisex trying to support his teammate. Disaster trying to do everything he can to make sure they don't pick up that boom shot. And now Bisex telling his teammate to try to pick up that boom. He has his revive. And Nox Hero actually going down. Vision's now boom in hand. Air has nade, so I want to hop aboard DBS Air, because he's going to be the playmaker for his squad. And right there, Vision's killing his teammate and Disaster, leaving Air in a 1v3 yet again. But Air is going to be able to win the 1v, but it doesn't matter because Boomshot will be right there to clean him up almost immediately afterwards. So it is now 2-0 in favor of
Like I said, guys, Extortion doesn't play. Fnatic is a definitely great leader. Although he gave leadership up to Vision, I think Violates or Visions, he's still probably over there, leading his team, say, guys, we have to beat them. We are tied for rank C2 in Madderz gaming events. Let's get that #1 ranking right now, and that's what they're trying to do. As you see the smokes going crazy right now at the nades, and Noxious gets bodied by Bisex. Oh my God! 2 members down already by Logos, and we have a 3rd member already down. 4-1 situation right now.
Disaster stuck in a 1v4, and there was nothing he can do. The crosses were too strong. The numbers game was too strong. His team got wiped out almost immediately by Extortion. That was just a complete and utter slaughter fest that happened inside. So now I want to hop on board. If you look at the DBF lineup, they are not doing so hot. Only one of them even has a kill to their name. DBF Games has nothing to his name. He doesn't even have a spot. He is dashes all across the board. So now I want to hop on board. I want to hop on board DBF Games. I want to hop on board DBF Games just to see what's not going right for him. Right now we're seeing kind of a stalemate situation at Boomshot. We have a 3-1 from both teams. DBF Games just trying to hold off his 1v, make sure he doesn't get nade. Along with the same with the one inside, he's trying to win his 1v. DBF Games just holding his lantern. DBF Air is going to be able to win his 1v inside. So great plays by there. Now it is 3v4 in favor of Driven by Fear for the first time this game. And DBF Games just crossed for his teammate. Will be able to down him, but he actually gets flanked by Fnatic, so it is now a 3v3. But DBF Air will be able to avenge his teammate. Down he goes, and Disaster will be able to get up Violates, clean up a kill of his own. Noxious goes down, and now just like that, it is a 1v2 in favor of DBF for the first time this round. And Bisex tried to do everything he can to stay alive, but the Lance game was too strong, and now DBF will be able to get their first round this matchup. Let's see if this is the road to the comeback. So again, DBF not looking very strong. This time, Disaster has a kill to his name. Air's still carrying the hell out of his team. So he's going to need his team to step up, especially Games and Noxious Hero. I want to hop on board Noxious Hero just to see what's going wrong for him. I want to see if they're going to switch up their strat and everything. Yes, they are. They're actually sending an all 4 inside along with Extortion. But it looks like Noxious wanted to play a Torpo strat, so now I want to hop on board DBF Air, who has the Torpo in hand. It's going to be up to him to make the plays. Fnatic with the intent in hand also, so they're going to have to watch out for that. But let's see if DBF can show us a little some montage clips in this matchup. So Extortions does also have Digger, so again, if you just look on paper, it seems like the Extortion squad has complete and utter leverage in this matchup because they have 2 power weapons, while Driven by Fear only has 1.